Now on Newsday TV, rain on the biggest travel day of the week, and there's more on the way for Thanksgiving. We have the latest on the timing coming up. It's Tuesday, November 26th. I'm Shari Einhorn. More on the forecast, but first, the record Thanksgiving getaway is underway across the island. Between today and next Monday, over 71 million holiday travelers are expected to hit the road, according to AAA. That includes nearly 5 million New Yorkers. The worst traffic expected to be today around 4:30 this afternoon on the eastbound LIE headed from the city to the Hamptons. Experts warn your trip could take over 2 times longer. And if you're one of the more than 3 million people expecting to fly, you're being urged to get to the airport early, especially JFK, due to ongoing construction.
Leave extra time if you plan to travel through one of the Port Authority airports this weekend. Leave at least 3 hours to get to the airport.
The LIRR is adding extra trains to help you get to your Thanksgiving destination. There will be 6 additional westbound trains on the Babylon, Huntington, Port Jefferson, and Ronkonkoma lines Thursday morning, and 9 extra eastbound trains in the afternoon. And there's rain on the roads this morning with another round on the way for Thanksgiving Day. Meteorologist Rich Von Olin is here. What is the latest?
All right, mostly nuisance rain. Not a major storm like we had seen last week, Shari, but there will be some headaches on the roadways and across the nation weather-wise. We'll take a look at that shortly. But across Long Island, it's just mainly dealing with this little batch of rain coming through the day on Tuesday. And then there'll be another one for Thanksgiving Day on Thursday that we have to watch for. That one's going to be more of a soaking rain. And that's going to kind of get us here with some not so nice weather. So across the nation, we are looking at, this one batch coming in. This is the first little batch. And again, there'll be a break on Wednesday, and then there'll be another batch coming in going into the day on Thursday. So travel across the country, it's off and on, back and forth. The western states, Los Angeles, California, up to Seattle, really getting hammered with rain and snow. Denver, some snow there as well. Little batch again for today. And then Wednesday is a break in the action. So it's mainly just dry weather. And then this big swath of rain. It's not snow, it's rain from Atlanta, from the Ohio Valley, Cleveland, getting into New York and right across Long Island. Make a soaking kind of day for Thanksgiving Day. And then after that, we're going to get into more of a drier but cold pattern. Chilly weather coming in, ending out November, going into December. So you can see the break in the action for the day for travel on Wednesday. Any leftover travel plans. Here's the rain for the parade. This will be a soaking kind of rain for Turkey Day on Thanksgiving. So if you're traveling, family and friends, you need wet weather gear on Thursday. It's going to be kind of a nasty day. That gets out of here. There'll be a little bit of snow in upstate New York, but nothing crazy like we had seen last week. And then it's just cold, but mostly dry weather for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A lot of folks going back Sunday into Monday. The weather will be okay, but winter weather gear. It's going to be cold. Hats, gloves, whatever you have. Upstate New York, Buffalo, we'll get some lake effect snow. So now we're starting to talk about the winter pattern here heading into the weekend, into next week. And look at the temperature trend. See how we go down here? It gets colder. We go from 50s to upper 30s. Yeah, those are daytime highs heading into the weekend, into next week. The only big chance of rain is going to be for Thanksgiving Day. And after that, we start to get more of a dry, sunny, but cold pattern. So 50s with some 30s late tonight, and then we start to get into that cold but dry pattern here. Sunshine, temperatures, upper 30s, low 40s, feeling like wintertime, but we are heading into December after the Thanksgiving holiday.
Bound to happen, Rich, I guess, right? Thank you. Track the latest on your holiday weather on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Unionized Nassau County municipal workers can keep their health insurance, at least for now. A judge placed a temporary restraining order on the county's plan to change coverage to a cheaper employee contribution-based plan. That order will last until Nassau and the Civil Service Employees Association agree on how much workers will contribute toward premiums. Only in Newsday, more Long Island pediatricians are now prescribing medication to treat mental health issues. That's due to a shortage of child and adolescent psychiatrists on the island and across the country. According to the latest numbers, there are 131 in Nassau and 87 in Suffolk. A hazardous canal entrance in Copiague is getting repaired. Babylon Town plans to spend nearly $2 million in federal COVID aid to build a new bulkhead and dredge the mouth of the Grand Canal. Officials say the current bulkheading has eroded, bringing the storm surge further up the canal, and the waterway's bottom has built up with debris. Only in Newsday, days ahead of Thanksgiving, efforts to provide food to Long Islanders in need have kicked into high gear. Virginia Huey takes us to a new place helping to put feasts on the table.
I wasn't going to do any Thanksgiving, but they started saying, Mom, where's the turkey? Where's the turkey?
Dadine Sinoy's of Valley Stream worried she wouldn't be able to serve turkey with all the trimmings for her 2 teenage sons this Thanksgiving.
One of those and one other choice.
But the opening of this Long Island Cares food pantry in Valley Stream lifted the burden.
So altogether you get 3.
Sinoy's lost her job as a home health aide a year ago and says it's been tough to feed her family.
Food is expensive now, so this is going to help me.
Helping people dealing with food insecurity is the goal of the West Nassau Center for Food Assistance and Community Support, which is run by Long Island Cares.
It's a very sad statement when a family has to sit there and make a choice. Okay, do I pay my rent or my mortgage today, or do I put food on the table for my family?
To give you an idea of how great the need is, when this food pantry opened in September, it served 601 people. By the end of October, that number shot up to 854. Generous donations of turkeys and grants help keep the shelves stocked for those in need, including 78-year-old Vita Picarillo of Oceanside.
I'm limited with Social Security, and it does help to supplement me.
Sinoy says the food pantry is making it possible to provide meals on Thanksgiving and beyond for her sons. For that, she's grateful.
It's spectacular. It's awesome.
In Valley Stream, Virginia Huey, Newsday TV.
Read more about Long Island Cares on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Turkeys and tradition. Ken Buffa takes us to a local farm that prides itself on both.
In Calverton, there's a place where you can't talk turkey without talking tradition.
It's a good life, man. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mark Malowski, grandson of Will Malowski, is a poultry farmer who runs his 30-acre business that started nearly 80 years ago.
So we have 4 pens each. Each pen is full of turkeys of different sizes.
Some turkeys are big, some growing, and most are very curious about our cameras. Nowadays, the days leading up to Thanksgiving, the tradition of keeping busy is very much alive.
We'll sell about 500, 600 per day up until Thanksgiving.
So as you heard, they're selling thousands of turkeys, and they're not going to a store. You're not going to find them on a shelf like a ShopRite or a Stop and Shop. There's only one shelf where you'll find these birds, and that's in there, that store at the front of the farm.
Customers who walk in quickly realize here, birds reign supreme.
This is a 40-pound turkey in the HOV lane of the LIE.
And proudly admit they would not want it any other way.
You're making meatballs, right? What are you going to do? You're going to go to King Cullen? No. You're going to come here. People have been coming here for how many years? It's been here since forever.
So while you and your family carve out your holiday traditions, here on the East End, one farm cherishes the one they've grown.
It's a family thing. My life goal is to get it to 100 years, so we're at 79. It's nice to keep the family business going because so many people give up.
Ken Buffa, Newsday TV.
Read more stories like this on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyper-local Tuesday forecast. Showers to start this Thanksgiving getaway day. Here is your day planner. Mostly cloudy with early afternoon showers today. Highs around 56 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with highs around 52 degrees.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
I'm Shari Einhorn. Thanks so much for watching.